Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurave, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Sangye Shweta Zobe Janana, Janju Vada Dani Yabuji, Dani Jisu, Yevya Sonange, Tola Venja Sangye Duvasha. Sangye Shweta Zobe Janana, Janju Vada Dani Yabuji, Dani Jisu, Yevya Sonange, Tola Venja Sangye Duvasha. Sangye Shweta Zobe Janana, Janju Vada Dani Yabuji, Dani Jisu, Yevya Sonange, Tola Venja Sangye Duvasha. Simjidam Jidavada and the Yuda the Vargus, Simjidam Jidami, Yuda the Vargus, Simjidam Jidami, Vivada Mendeva, Simjidam Yeri, Chadan Tanula, Mevarjo, okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, okay, so, about the 6 preliminary practice, I think Rinpoche has already taught the 6 preliminary practice, right? So you can practice based on what Rinpoche taught, what Rinpoche has given you the instructions. So my, discussion and the teaching on the 6 preliminary practice, maybe a little bit advanced, So, maybe it, hopefully it leaves some positive imprint in your mind. And then in the future, there may be somebody who wants to do a more extensive practice. So, my teaching or discussion would be some helpful only in the future. But primarily, principally, mainly to leave positive imprints in your mind. So this is, I think I need to verify. So of the 6 preliminary practices, we have, so far we have discussed the first, which is cleansing the area, the place of meditation, and also the arranging the altar, and then the number 2nd is arranging the offering, and in a beautiful way, right? So this is the 2nd one. Now today we are going to discuss on the 3rd preliminary practice, which is now what is called as by setting up one's body, by setting up one's body properly, and then engage in a refuge, going for refuge. Primarily, the 3rd preliminary practice is taking the refuge and going for refuge. So this is something again important that we need to understand. Okay, now first, before we do the refuge, before we take the refuge, I mean, in any kind of practice, whatever practice you do, it is important to do the refuge prayer, right, or refuge recitation. So refuge recitation. So before we engage in the refuge recitation, we need to set up one's bodily posture, right? how to set up the bodily posture. This is something important. Not only for when we do the refuge, it can be applied to any kind of practice that we do. So these are sometimes these 7 Varachana bodily posture, 7 Varachana, because who is Varachana Buddha, right? Varachana Buddha is, after, Varachana Buddha is, we have physical aggregate. We have physical aggregate. When we purify this physical aggregate, when we totally purify this physical aggregate, then, this, the purified state of the physical aggregate is transformed into the deity. That deity is Varachana, right? So Varachana. So we have the Varachana bodily posture. So so when we train in, when we set up how to how the Varachana bodily posture, in the future we will also achieve the state of Buddha Varachana, right? We also become a Buddha Varachana because we need to train in how to set up the correct bodily posture of Buddha Varachana, right? So there are 7, right? 7. The first is the crow. One's leg should be cross-legged. Leg means left leg. One's left leg should be put inside, and then the right leg is put on the top of the left leg. So this is called cross leg position, sitting like this, right? Because if you do the cross leg position, what is the benefit? If you stay like this, the first benefit is that you will have the as in the beginning, maybe a little bit difficult to do, but as we get used to this kind of position, our stability, our meditation become more stable, and also that we do this cross leg position, gross attachment, the gross desire will not take place, right? So this how we set up the cross leg position, right? Now the second one is you have the left hand, then the right hand, put the right hand on this left hand and do like this, make the triangle shape, right? Now this this shows the method. This thumb this thumb indicates the method. This thumb indicates the this thumb, right thumb, indicates the method, and the left thumb indicates the wisdom. So when we do this and then create the triangle right shape, then because we practice the method and wisdom together, and then we create the 3 bodies of the Buddha, right? 3 bodies. So that is we achieve the Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Dharmakaya. As a result of practicing the method and wisdom, combined, we achieve the 3 states of Buddha's body. That is the Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Dharmakaya. Right. So this is the indication. Now, what do we touch this fingers? Tip of the fingers is in the tip of the fingers. There's one the nerve. That nerve is called the nerve of the love and compassion. So when we do this kind of combination generates the heat. When it generates the heat, it generates the love and compassion. in this way, we are able to cultivate the bodhidharma by doing this, So I do this, right? So where do we place this? We place this at the navel, navel here, right? Below the navel, like this, below the navel. So in the Vajrayana teaching, by placing this, hand position, hand gesture at the navel, it helps to ignite and blaze the inner fire, which helps to generate and cultivate the clear light mind. That's why we touch at the navel, here navel, right? So like Buddha Shakyamuni, right? Buddha Shakyamuni, how Buddha Shakyamuni is there, here, like this. So this is the second. And then when we do this, so sometimes when we do this, meditation, right? If we do like this, no good, right? Then we feel the stress, we feel the pressure here around here, and not good for meditation. Again, sometimes we do like this, right? We do like this. Again, this is no good. Doing like this. If you stretch like this, broaden like this is no good. Again, this creates the problem for meditation. Now, this one shoulder should be in the equal. Do not give too burden. Do not be too pressure or too tight or too loosen. Just like a normal. Right. And then neck, neck. When we do the meditation, don't do like this, right? Do like this. Not good. Oh, no, like this. Again, this is not the way. If you do like this, it creates distraction. If you do like this, it creates mental thinking. Mental thinking. You feel some kind of sleepiness. If you do like this, your mind goes here and there, distraction occurs. Right. So, and then tongue, neck, do like this, and then your tongue should touch the palate, the upper area, upper region of your mouth. So if we touch the tongue on the palate, it helps to prevent this excessive saliva, and also it also helps that if we were to do a long time meditation, we feel dry, right? So therefore, if we touch the tongue on the palate, we will not feel dry, we will not feel thirsty, and also it helps to prevent the excessive saliva when we do the long time meditation, right? So then mouth should remain as it is. We do not make the different kinds of shapes of the mouth, otherwise you become the object of criticism. If you try to make the different kinds of shapes of the mouth when doing the meditation, right? Mouth should be remain as it is, right? Then on this, and then your eye. In some meditation, in some tradition, when they meditate, they meditate with the eyes closed. And some when they do the meditation, they do the meditation with the eyes open, wide open, like this. Some they do like this. This is no good. This is not the way of doing the it with the eyes open, wide open, or too closed. We do the eye focus around here. Don't focus on tip of the nose, around the tip of the nose area, around this area, right? Like this. And then when we do the meditation, when we try to do the meditation, don't do this. If you If you do like this on the right side, if you bend, what happens is, the the anger will arise, or the male spirit will attack. If you do like this on the right side, if you bend on the right side, again, this is not good, right? You are attacked by the female spirit, and also the gross attachment will arise. If you do like this, then again, you will the arrogance will arise. Arrogance, and also you are attacked by the spirit of the gods. If we again do like this, meditate, do like this, what happens is, the confusion, the ignorance will arise in you, and also that you are attacked by the spirit called Gebo, the king, and the Terang. There's the spirit as the size as the thumb. This spirit will attack. So therefore, when we do the meditation, we do correct bodily posture, and not only that, the great the great master Marpa, he says that if all the instructions of the land of the snow were to combine, they cannot even compete with the way of doing the bodily posture, right? So that's the the meaning. So that's how we need to set up the bodily posture. So after the bodily posture, then what we need to do, we need to do is breathing meditation. Breathing meditation. Now, why do we do the breathing meditation? So this is important to know and important to understand. Sometimes, if you don't understand why do we do the breathing meditation, then we feel kind of like burden. We don't understand the meaning of why do we do the breathing meditation. Then we feel sometimes don't do we feel sometimes compulsory to do. We are obligated to do, although we don't want to do. But if you know why we are doing the breathing meditation, then it helps that to develop the sense of joy in doing the breathing meditation. Right. Now, breathing meditation, there are three kinds of breathing meditation. Okay. The first is the 9-round breathing meditation. The second is natural descending breathing meditation. The third one is pouring continually breathing meditation. So there are three important kinds of meditation. So when we do the first breathing meditation, that is the 9-round breathing meditation, right? So 9-round breathing meditation. So we, with the thumb, we, we press the ring finger, right? With the doing like this, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then 3, right? Then 3. So this is, I think which I already explained, all these things. So I'm not going into detail. How to do this. What is the purpose of doing this breathing meditation? especially sometimes, our mind never rests. Our mind is not going to rest. Keep on conceptualize. Keep on thinking. Either thinking about the past, either running in the future. We don't know how to remain in a natural state, in a natural primordial state. We don't know how to be in the presence. Therefore, sometimes it is sometimes says we are just existing, we are not living. So our mind is so caught up in the different kinds of thoughts. Of course, it's these thoughts are beneficial thoughts. It's highly beneficial and necessary. But many of these thoughts are unnecessary, which creates more concern, more worries. We either chase in the past, either chase in the future. Always fluctuating, like the waves, the turbulent, the waves in the ocean. So this breathing meditation helps to specify the discursive thoughts, the different conceptual thoughts. Because here, when we think, mainly in many of the cases, when we, either our mind, runs in the past or chases in the future, right? Our mind is so distracted, everywhere, distracted. It's like in a single day, our thoughts keeps on coming, keeps on changing one after the another, like the particles of the sun rays. The multitudes of thoughts comes one after the another, comes one after the another. So these kind of distractions, when you try to analyze what are these distractions, these kind of distractions, mainly we try to conceptualize the forms. We try to conceptualize those forms, which is colors, which is the shape. Right now I'm doing some kind of meditation. Instantly my mind goes somewhere, either in the past or in the future, and then try to conceptualize those forms, maybe some uh, some kind of watch, the mobile, the person, this person and that person. We try to conceptualize. When we try to conceptualize the person or object, what kind of thinking we have is, we have the color of that person, the shape of that person, the color of that object, this object, the shape of this object and that object. So these kinds of the forms arise. Then so it is the first the first striking thing that we get is the form, which is, when we talk about the form, it has color, it has shape, it has size, right? So this kind of thinking keeps on coming one after the another. So that's why our mind never rests at peace, never rests at its natural state. So therefore, when we do the breathing meditation, because when we do the breathing, do not make any sound. When we do the 9-round breathing meditation, that is called 9-round breathing meditation, we never do the sound. We never, make any sound in the breathing meditation. Because again, when we try to make the sound, we conceptualize. We again, hear that we are breathing, that we hear the sound of breathing. So therefore, we don't make any sound when we do the breathing meditation. Because the very purpose of doing the breathing meditation is to pacify your conceptual thoughts, your discursive thoughts. Because when we focus on the breathing, going, coming, going, coming, simply focusing on the breathing. In this, when we talk about the breathing is something to do with the wind. When we talk about the wind or breathing, it has no color. The wind has no color. The wind has no shape. Something which has no shape, no color, it then acts as an antidote. It acts as an antidote, powerful force to pacify our discursive thoughts, conceptual thoughts. So that's why we do the breathing meditation, right? For example, when we develop anger, when we develop the hatred for the person A, when we develop the hatred for the person A, how do we reduce this kind of hatred? How do we remove this kind of hatred? This hatred, pacify this hatred is only through love, only through meditation on the love of that person A, the compassion of that person A. We develop the compassion directed towards the person A. In this way, the hatred for person A is removed. Similarly, by doing the breathing meditation, it helps to pacify our conceptual thoughts or discursive thoughts. So, you can even, first we do the 9-round breathing meditation. After that, we do the 21 times breathing meditation, right? So the first 7, the second 7, the third 7, right? So we do the 21 breathing meditation. First the 7 count, then the second 7 count, the third 7 count, then totaling 21 breathing meditation. Because if we become very good at doing this breathing meditation 21 times, later on, what benefit we get is that we get the stability. We get the stability of the breathing meditation in the calm abiding mind. When we do the calm abiding meditation or Shamatha meditation, there are 9 stages. If you are able to do this, 21 breathing meditation without distraction, without mental thinking, if you are able to focus very well, you have achieved the first level of the calm abiding mind, calm abiding meditation. You have achieved the first level of the calm abiding meditation. So this is the benefit, Then that we do the second breathing meditation, which is called pouring continually. At this point, then again, doing the same thing, like this. When we inhale, we are doing bodhicitta. We are doing the refuge. We are doing the refuge prayer. We are doing the refuge prayer with our mind so confused, with our mind, the negative mind, the negative mental state, the non-virtuous thought. With this non-virtuous thought, there is no way to cultivate the refuge. How can we take a refuge? How can we cultivate the positive mind of taking the refuge? So therefore, to develop the virtuous mind of taking the refuge, to cultivate the positive mind of taking the refuge to the 3 jewels, you need to have neutral mind, the kind of mind which is neither positive nor neutral. First, we should have neutral mental state, right? So this breathing meditation now helps you to maintain, cultivate the neutral mental state. Once we are able to cultivate the neutral mental state through breathing meditation, then it is easy to cultivate the wish to take a refuge. Right. The wish to take. Normally, when we all do the refuge, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, we don't feel anything at all. Our mind is not ready to take a refuge, and also we also our mind is not that effective, not that powerful, in taking a refuge. So therefore, now the second meditation is now again after 9-round breathing meditation, right? We did the 9-round meditation, that breathing meditation, and the 21 times breathing meditation. Now check what kind of mind we have. Is it positive or is it negative? Still negative. Now, if it is still negative, then we do the, descending the nectar breathing meditation. Now we do like this, right? Now, first we inhale. When we inhale, we inhale all the, positive qualities of the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, the blessings in the form of the white light rays and nectar. And then we exhale from the left nostril, right? First right nostril, and then we exhale. When we exhale all the, the negativities, negative karma, the sickness, the demonic influence, the curse, the spells, all these things, in the form of charcoal, smoke, the snakes, the scorpion, the frog. We inhale. When we inhale all the positive qualities, the blessings of the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So we do this, right, 9 times. The same like breathing meditation. We inhale the positive, the blessings of the body, speech, and mind. We exhale all the sickness, the negative karma, the imprints, right, the sickness. So this is the second meditation. Descending nectar breathing meditation. The third is called pouring continually in the breathing meditation. Pouring continually means, now because where there is a wind, where there's a mind, there's a wind, mountain wind. So when we inhale, we inhale with the breathing. With the breathing, we inhale what? We inhale again the blessings of the body, speech, and the mind of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. When we exhale together all the sickness, negative karma, and the demonic influence. Right. So this is breathing meditation about the pouring continually. Now, again, check our mind, If you check our mind, if this any kind of negative mind occurs within us, we think that this mental state, this mind, is the mind which has tied me up in samsara, which has binded me in samsara since beginning of this lifetime. Under this, mind, whatever we do, positive, even the positive actions that we do, it's very ineffective. It's less powerful. Because since beginning of this time, we have been under this control of this mental state, which really prevents us making any progress. Really, effective progress. So we think that I need to be this, with this good opportunity, I need to be very careful that I should never come under the control of this negative mind. So with this positive mind, we do the then breath meditation. Now, once we are ready, when we have some kind of positive, mind, positive, mental state, virtuous mental thought, then later on, what we do is, now we do the we then go for refuge. Go for refuge. Go for refuge is what? Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. So this refuge prayer is really, the entrance, the gateway to becoming a Buddhist. First of all, how do we, generate we need to generate the merithood. Before we take the refuge, in the presence of you, we need to create, we need to visualize the object of refuge, to whom we are taking refuge. Where do we take refuge? When there's a rain, when there's a rain, we use umbrella. Umbrella is the refuge from the rain. Umbrella is the refuge in the rain. Similarly, we take the refuge. So this is the common refuge, what we call as Nama Gurube, Nama Buddhaya, Nama Dhammaya, Nama Sanghaya. This is a common refuge. Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana. That's why it is called common for all. Now, in the beginning, when we take the we need to set up the object of refuge. We need to visualize the object of refuge. First, before we visualize the object of refuge, how do we set up? Now, where do we set up the object of refuge? So when we do the prostration, when we do the full length prostration, how far your body can reach up to that length? You can now set up the object of refuge in front of you, right? Then in front of you, you set up a very huge throne, not like small throne, very huge, extremely huge throne. Huge throne, right? I don't know if there's a picture. I think, I'm not sure. Let me check. I will give you how the throne looks like. Anyway, okay. So I left something. First, before we take the refuge, we need to set up the cushion. We need to have the cushion to sit down, to sit on. So in the cushion, what kind of cushion we need? Before we place the cushion, first on your cushion, below the cushion, you write, we write swastika picture, I think. Yeah. So you see, this is the swastika. Can you see this? This is the swastika. Oh yeah, this is the swastika. So if you use the swastika, actually, it's a, generally speaking, we use the, double vajra, but double vajra is not recommended. Double vajra is because this is the, the hand gesture of the Buddha. So we, for the beginner, we don't never use this, double vajra. Instead, we use the swastika, right? Because if you use the swastika, it indicates the stability of your meditation, the stability of your practice. That your, the place where, the place where you stay and you meditate need to be very stable. Right? So until we reach the essence of enlightenment, I'm going to sit on this until I develop some spiritual experience. So it indicates the indication that you are not going to rise up from this meditation until I develop some experience, spiritual experience. So it indicates the stability. Now it is in the clockwise position. Why it is in the clockwise position? Because you see it is clockwise, right? Because it indicates the clockwise position is the wish to benefit others. Because it's a clockwise position, it indicates that by training in the spiritual training of the person of the small scope, medium scope, lowest, higher scope, in this way I'm going to benefit the others. So this in the swastika in the clockwise position indicates the wish to benefit, the ultimate benefit for all the beings, right? And then after that we put the kusha grass. On the kusha grass, this one on your side, this the root one on your back side, on the back side. This one, back side, this one on your side, in front. Because this one on your side, it indicates that I'm going to train in the stages of the path of enlightenment. I'm going to train in Lamrim. By training in Lamrim, my mind is pacified. My mind is controlled. My mind is tamed. So it's taming your mind. And then this one outside, backside, right? After you train the mind, after you discipline your mind, then that you are able to benefit others. Because Tsongkhapa very clearly stated, without training one's mind, there's no way to tame others. How can we tame others? I'm drowning in the river. How can I save others? While I'm drowning in the river, while I'm in the fire, how can I save others? So therefore, it says, first one need to tame one's mind. Then one is in a better position that one can tame others. So therefore, when we talk about taming, sometimes we have the mistaken notion that, when somebody has clairvoyance, that person is tamed, well controlled. When someone is very, soft spoken, of course, soft spoken, all this is necessary. But again, we have the impression that person is well tamed. But then, Lama Tsongkhapa makes very clear, makes a very, clear on this, that how one should tame one's mind is, through training in ethical discipline, through training in ethics, that you need to tame one's mind, right? So right now, we're not taming, sometimes, when there is something caused, when something, unfortunate, how to say, external, circumstances, external situation easily disturb our mind. We are not able to keep our mind, that much, so controlled. When we are in this, for example, when we are in the sea, when we are, some attacked by some chronic disease, we are not able to remain calm. When something, some unfortunate, incident happened, we are not able to remain calm. And also, our distractions, too much, when we see the things here and there, our mind immediately runs after, the chases after the object, one after the another. That's why our mind never rests. Keep on chasing one after the another. So, therefore, when we talk about training our mind in the ethics, that means restrain the senses. We need to restrain the senses, bring right now our mind is totally, goes outward. Now bring it back inside. Sometimes your mind runs after, the house is, dusty. The mind keeps on running here and there. So therefore, training ethics, by training ethics, refraining from 10 non-virtuous actions, we tame them, we bring the minds, senses back. Don't go too much, bring back. When our senses are well restrained, then meditation comes. All the senses go out. There's no way for meditation. Difficult to do the meditation. Because when we talk about meditation, it's all about bringing inside. So therefore, first thing is training in ethics. Then the training in meditation. Now your meditation becomes a little bit advanced. Now meditation. Through meditation, our mind controlled, we bring all the negative emotions, destructive emotions under control through meditation, meditative stabilization, meditative concentration, right? So this is how the second level of training the mind. The third level of training the mind is training in wisdom, because it is only through the wisdom that all the destructive emotions, all the unhealthy emotions, all the negative emotions are gone once and for all. So once our mind is well disciplined through training in ethics, training in morality or ethics, the training in meditative concentration, the training in wisdom, that we are well trained. And then in this way, we are in a better position to help others. We are in a better position to tame others without taming or disciplining our mind. How can we make discipline others' mind? How can we discipline others? There's simply no way. So therefore, Master Tsongkhapa, Lama Tsongkhapa clearly says, not labeling this and that, only through taming that one will be in a better position to help others, to tame others. Right. So this is the, we're talking about the, Kushagras, right? So Kushagras, we, the root back, the tip on your side. Then after on this Kushagras, you put the Durva grass. There's one Durva grass. And in fact, the Kushagras is also good for, because the Kushagras has the property of cleansing. Cleansing, that means sometimes when we have unclear visualization not clear, this Kushagras also, makes some, help in clarifying your visualization. Right. Then we have the Durvagras. Durvagras is something very hard, it's very strong. So it indicates the stability that you will have a long life, that your practice is something long lasting. It's about stability, that you have the good health, that you have this. When you have the good health, you have the stability of the meditation. So that's the the purpose of why we used all these swastika, kushagrass, and grass on your mat, on the cushion, below the cushion. Now on that, now we put the cushion, the cushion, we use all the time, we use, the very comfortable cushion, very a nice and good cushion. In fact, it's when we talk about the cushion, it needs to be the comfortable cushion. The cushion, on the back side, little bit, on the back side, a little bit up, a little bit high, because the cushion should be such that the back side is a little higher. The back side little higher than the in front, because when we talk about meditation, we need to have the good meditation. In order to have the good meditation, the external condition makes the different. So the cushion also makes the different. And not only that, if the back is higher, then your body is your backbone state. If your backbone is straight, then there's a nerve, the channel close by the spinal cord. When the spinal cord is straight, the nerves are straight. When the nerves are straight, the wind, the wind runs through, flows through the channels or nerve. Then the winds, goes very, easily, and the wind becomes serviceable. When the wind becomes serviceable, your mind becomes serviceable. That means you are able to cultivate the meditative mind very well, smoothly. So that each of these, this meditation posture and those things, the things involved in meditation makes the difference. Right. So with this, then we are ready to take the refuge. Before we take the refuge, we need to visualize the object of refuge. Now, how do we go about visualizing the object of refuge? Right. So, as when we do the prostration, full length prostration, how far your body can reach up to that length, then in front of at your mid eyebrow, to the level of the mid eyebrow, you set up visualize the huge throne, very huge throne. On that throne is five thrones. In the middle, throne is very big, right? Then in the middle, one throne, and then right side, left side, one throne, right. On the back side, the three thrones, 1, 2, 3, and then in the middle is one throne, and then in front is one throne. Right, clear? So then in the center is who is seated. In the center, there's one throne, right? On the throne. How how do we visualize the throne? Again, that is something matters. How do we visualize the throne? So on the throne, you see the different, we see there's a throne picture, I think. Anyway, the throne picture, there's, the pulse, the lines. There, I think there are line, line. Yeah, this is, no, yeah, this is the line. So on the throne, the two lines facing each other, facing each other, the one hand, the line hand holding the throne, one hand on the ground, and then the eyes of the line gazing upward, looking upward. So it shows the line of the eyes of the line gazing upward. It indicates protection from all the harms and the negative influence of the constellation, the planets. It protects against all the upper things, protection against. This hand holding like this, it indicates protection against the, you know, uh, uh, some, you know, the spirit. Some, you know, the spirit in the human plane, human plane. Terang, you know, some spirit, the size has this thumb, and then there are some, you know, of many spirit, you know. So it protect against this, you know, the one hand raising the, you know, throne, and then the other hand on the ground, it indicates the protection against all the, you know, the harmful harms and influence of the nagas, the landlord spirit. Right. The eyes, you know, with the burning red, blazing red. The, you know, so this, you know, the image of the, you know, we do not think that this line are just, you know, drawing just like figure. We really think this is real, the real line. Then the real line, it indicates, you know, who is sitting on the throne. The sitting, or the one who is sitting on the throne, it indicates that Buddha Shakyamuni, or one's guru, has destroyed all. It has the capability to destroy all the perverted views, all the wrong views. Many of the some very, you know, wrong view, or, you know, very harmful views, ideas, destroying. It indicates. Can you show this picture? Oh, Tao, could you? This Buddha picture? Yeah. This Buddha picture. Can you see? No, cannot see. This one, Buddha Shakyamuni, sitting on the throne. This one.
Oh, seems like I don't have. So
I
let me
see.
let me
Oh, oh, it's okay. Yeah. Now, anyway, you know, the throne, you know, on the throne, there are the four corner, right? Means you see the throne, right? The four corner indicates the four fearlessness. Four fearlessness. The fourth side of the throne indicates the four immeasurable. Four immeasurable, right? And then the on the throne, you know, sometimes you will see the jewel, you know, the burning jewel. It indicates about the, you know, fulfilling all the, you know, the wishes of all the beings. And also you will see the pearls, you know, hanging, you know, the pearls hanging on the different ornaments, the jewelry hanging on the throne. It all indicates fulfilling the wishes of all the beings. Right. So as on also the line, you know, just as the lion is the king, you know, the king in the jungle. The lion is the king in the animal kingdom. Similarly, the the guru, or one's guru, or one's, you know, Shakyamuni Buddha, is the one who destroyed all the distorted views, perverted views, wrong views, showing the right path for his followers. Then on the top of the moon cushion, then yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah, you see the two lines, actually the lines face each other, right? And then you will see the jewel, right? Fulfilling all the wishes of all the his followers, and then we have the four sides, the pearls hanging down, all these things, So I think you have some ideas of the throne, how throne, look like. Right. And the 8 lines, there are sometimes 4 lines, sometimes 8 lines. 8 lines talks, indicates the qualities of the Shakyamuni Buddha, the qualities of the enlightened beings, the 8 qualities of the enlightened beings, Shakyamuni Buddha. So, we don't think that these are just thrown, what to do, visualize. The more we visualize that way, the more benefit we receive. Definitely get benefit received, How much sometimes we say, we have no idea, how am I going to receive the blessing? The blessing can be, done in a real, not in the imagination, but real, thinking that it's a real. It's just when we project it, not in that way. It's thinking that it's real in front of me. So that, the blessing is more closer. We will receive the blessing more closer. Right? Then on the throne, then we set up then visualize that, uh, uh, can we have the lotus picture? Lotus on the top, in the moon cushion, sun cushion. Yeah, this one. Now here, the moon cushion. Oh, I'm not going into detail. Even the petals. How the petals looks. How each of the petals. Different colors. I'm not talking about that. It may confuse you. But I will go briefly. All the petals are a little bit whitish color, white color, but overlapped with the red color, red color. Although it's a white color, but it's overlapped with the red color. So this combination of the white color with the red color indicates the union of method and wisdom. That means the one who is sitting on the throne has perfect, perfect union of method and wisdom. Then on the moon cushion, you see there are some yellow. That is called stamina. Stamina we call on the moon, on the lotus. You will see the yellow, some kind of yellow plant, something like this. That is called stamina. On the center of the lotus is a stamina. This stamina is this supported the moon cushion. Now, what is moon cushion? Sometimes we have no idea how moon cushion is. We just just try to visualize something like this and that. So therefore, the moon cushion is something like crystal. The crystal moon cushion, which has the property to produce rain. Is something we can visualize, the crystal moon cushion. Which has property. This moon cushion indicates the bodhicitta. The lotus indicates the renunciation. Lotus indicates the renunciation. Moon cushion indicates the bodhicitta. The sun indicates the wisdom. Sun cushion indicates the wisdom. Right. Now this is from the sutra viewpoint. Sutra viewpoint. In the tantra, the lotus indicates this. The moon cushion indicates the illusory body. This one, the sun cushion indicates the clear light mind. So one stacking upon each other, one stack upon each other, like these three indicates the union, ultimate union, the Buddhahood. So the moon cushion, the moon cushion is on the same, the moon cushion is sitting on the stamina, the center, the yellow thing, right? So on the moon cushion is the sun cushion. Now sun cushion is like, again, the crystal cushion, which has the property to, property to generate heat, the blaze. So these sun rays, what does sun rays do? Sun rays eliminate darkness. Similarly, our Confucian mind, or our Confucian mind, or grasping, because when we talk about the grasping, there are two levels of grasping. Grasping at the law of causality, the grasping at the ultimate nature of the reality. The ignorance. One is called the ignorance to the reality. One is the ignorance to the law of karma, law of causation, causality, law of cause and effect. So the sun rays, just as the sun rays dispel the darkness, this sun cushion has the property to dispel the darkness of confusion, the darkness of ignorance of our mind. The body, and this the moon cushion, because it indicates the bodhicitta. We have the self-cherishing thought. Because of self-cherishing thought, many of the suffering arise. Many of the unwanted things, unwished things arise. So this also produce many suffering. Self-cherishing thought produce many suffering, right? So this moon cushion has the property to moisten and pacify. It brings down the suffering. The lotus, in some the sense of renunciation, the sense of qualified renunciation is we develop the sense of renunciation by reflecting on the defects of the samsara. But however, this sense of renunciation is not polluted, is not tainted, not polluted by even the single of the defects of the samsaric things. So in short, what it indicates is the one who is sitting on this throne, one who is sitting on the moon cushion, sun cushion, moon cushion, lotus, that person has all the qualities. That being has all the quality. The ultimate bodhicitta, the renunciation, the wisdom. And then the moon cushion and the sun cushion, this should be on the same size, should be on the same size. Not one is bigger, not one is smaller, on the same size, same shape, same size. One is bluish color, crystal, something like bluish color. The sun cushion is something like, reddish color. Although in some texts, in some practice texts, you will see that first is the lotus cushion, and then here is the moon cushion. On the top of the moon cushion is sun cushion, right? In some text, there are lotus cushion and then sun cushion, and then on the sun cushion is moon cushion. So don't be surprised that, oh, this is right, another one is wrong. No, they're different interpretation, different indication, different purpose. Right. And then on that sun cushion is now seated. Who is seated is Shakyamuni Buddha. Shakyamuni Buddha is seated on that sun cushion. Shakyamuni Buddha, now Shakyamuni Buddha, in what gesture he's sitting, in what position, hand position or cross leg position. Buddha Shakyamuni is seated with the cross leg position, right cross leg position, and then he is sitting on the here the right the right hand touching on the moon cushion. The right hand, the fingers of the right hand should touch the moon sun cushion, right? On the sun cushion, his finger touches the sun cushion. His elbow resting here on the knee, right? And then he is sitting on the meditative posture. Meditative posture. On his hand, he is now holding the bowl with 3 nectars. Buddha Shakyamuni sitting with his hand, touching the ground, touching the sun cushion. It indicates having destroyed the Mara of Deva. The Mara of Deva. Mara of Deva means to destroy the attachment to the sensual objects, right? And then in the inside the bowl is 3 nectars. The nectar of the immortality, the nectar of having destroyed all the sicknesses, the nectar of having destroyed all the wisdom nectar, which destroy all the afflictions, all the negative emotions, delusions, and its seed, the imprints. Sometimes you will see the Buddha, gesture like this, right here. Sometimes you will see the Buddha gesture like this. Sometimes like this. Sometimes like here like this. Here like this. Sometimes here like this. Staying here like this. Sometimes like this. Different kinds. But here we use the position, hands touching the sun cushion, and then holding the bowl on his hand, other hand bowl, right? So now Shakyamuni Buddha has all the 32 major signs and 80 minor indications on his body, right? And the Shakyamuni, the body is yellow. The yellow, why his body is yellow, is because when Buddha undertook the asceticism for 6 years, then there's there's one lady by the Legima. Legima boiled the rice porridge and offered to the Buddha. Then Buddha restored his health, and then this restoration of his health, and then his body is transformed into the yellowish color, the golden color. So this indicates the flourishing, the spiritual attainments, the good qualities in the follower's mind. Right? So externally, if you look, it looks like Buddha. You see the Buddha Shakyamuni. The appearance, the outlook, the appearance is Buddha Shakyamuni, but the nature is your guru, root guru. If you visualize Buddha Shakyamuni, the appearance in the form of Buddha Shakyamuni, you will receive the greater blessing. If you visualize the nature, what is the nature? What is the identity? The identity and the nature of is your own root guru. If you visualize your own guru as the nature as your guru, you receive the blessing quicker, faster. So there is the inseparability, the union of, the inseparability of the guru and Shakyamuni Buddha. So one is quicker blessing, one is greater blessing. So you will receive the blessing which is greater, yet it is more quicker. So this is Shakyamuni Buddha. You visualize. Sometimes we do see, some of the images of the Shakyamuni Buddha, are not good, not, something like, not that, attractive, So usually, when we see do images or statues, say, oh, this Shakyamuni Buddha is, not good, it's a very unattractive. We don't say this. We say, for example, Master Atisha say, somebody show the Thanga, Thanga, and how is the Thanga? How's the picture? Then Master Adisha say, Buddha's body, there's no defect, not a shortcoming, not a single shortcoming. There's not a single defect that we will find in Buddha's body. But the one who is, the one who, draw the Buddha image, his skill is medium. So we should also say like this. Sometimes when you say the Thanga, sometimes we say, oh, this Thanga is not good, this is good, this picture is good, this picture is bad, If we do like this, we create negative karma. So rather than saying this, we better say, oh, the Thanga is the medium, the Thanga is not a good quality, the Thanga writer, the Thanga or one who make the statue is the best, medium, or poor quality, the poor, Thanga maker or statue maker. Something like this. Then on the medium throne, we set up the Shakyamuni Buddha right now. On the right side is now Buddha Matriya. Now could you please show the Buddha Matriya image? This is this is Buddha Matriya. Oh, sorry. Above. Earlier one. The earlier one. Oh, not this one. One who is sitting on the throne. This one. Now this one is Buddha Matriya. Buddha Matriya's, on the his throne, he saw the there's a stupa. So the stupa. So Buddha Matriya right now is he's the fifth Buddha. He's in the Tushita, right? So on the right side, Buddha Matriya, because right now we are studying the lamp for the Apatma enlightenment. But who really composed the text, which helps to cultivate the bodhicitta mind, bodhidharma, how to cultivate the bodhidharma, in what stages we need to go through, So there are different levels of stages that we need to train in cultivating the body mind, bodhicitta. So Buddha Matriya taught the ornament of clear realization. That is the text, very important text that in the monastery we study for 7 years in all the monasteries. Study for 7 years. So Master Adisha wrote the lamp for the path to enlightenment based on this text, Buddha Matriya text. We study Buddha Matriya text for 7 years, which all talks about how to cultivate love, how to cultivate compassion, how to, all the method aspects of the path. So Buddha Matriya, before this, teaching was taught in this world, human world, he already taught in Tushita. He taught this text in Tushita. So Buddha Matriya is the instrumental figure. So therefore, extensive path, the lineage master of the extensive path. So Buddha Matriya is surrounded by all the lineage masters with Asanga, Master Asanga, Namdrede. Then yeah, I don't know how to speak Drede, Papa Drede, yeah. Then Master, Vasubandhu, all these lineage masters, he is surrounded by all the lineage masters. Right. So we visualize this. I mean, yeah, you may find it very difficult to visualize all these figures, too many figures, too many Buddhas. It's okay. Just visualize Buddha Matriya. Just for easy, you can visualize Buddha Matriya on your to the right side of the Shakyamuni Buddha. Then on the left side of the one is this Manjushri, Buddha Manjushri. Buddha Manjushri. We have the picture of the Buddha Manjushri. Yeah, this is Buddha Manjushri. So Buddha Manjushri, profound path. We could talk about a profound path. All the, now profound path means the teaching on emptiness. The teaching on emptiness. How do we cultivate the wisdom? How do we, bodhicitta is a powerful antidote to the self-cherishing thought. Wisdom, the wisdom of emptiness is for the self-cherishing, self-grasping, the ignorance. So, Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna. So Buddha Manjushri taught, he relied on Buddha Manjushri. So he gained the perfect understanding of wisdom. Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna cultivated the wisdom. So Buddha Manjushri, wisdom Buddha, taught the teaching on emptiness to Buddha Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna taught to his disciple Aryadeva. Aryadeva to then, Master Chandrakiri. Like this, continue. So you visualize, Buddha Manjushri holding the sword of wisdom. This is not for slaying ordinary people. This is wisdom, the sword of wisdom, the wisdom sword, cutting the grasping, cutting the ignorance. Right. So on the left side is the Buddha, Manjushri. Then on the center, on the above center is Buddha Vajradhara. Yeah, this one. Just 1 minute. I will, turn the light. Okay. So then, yeah, this is Buddha, Vajradhara. So both, Buddha Vajradhara holding the, Vajrayan bell, right? Vajrayan bell with the color is the silver color. Vajrayan bell is the silver color. So this is Buddha Vajradhara, Then Buddha Vajradhara, surrounded by the masters like, below is Master Tilupa, his student Naropa student, Master Dobi Heruka, Dobi Heruka student, Master Adisha, and Tsongkhapa, Lama Tsongkhapa. So this is how we visualize. This is the blessed lineage. Now blessed lineage. Now this is Buddha Vajradhara, right? So visualize like this, how you can see in the picture, visualize like this, but you visualize as real, not something like picture. Then below is, below. Now the below is, can you see the merit field? Can you help to show the merit field picture? Yeah. I think another one. Yeah, this one. Now this one. Now in this, below the Shakyamuni Buddha, you see below the Shakyamuni Buddha, there's a one master, right? So one master, right? So this master is your root guru. This master, your youth guru, surrounded by all the other gurus, surrounded by other gurus. So this guru, now how you can visualize? Now sometime you visualize like this. Here, sometimes there's a text, Dharma text here, and then visualize this, right? Visualize this. Now here, there's a stem, lotus, lotus root, lotus holding like this, on this. Now the lotus bud blossom on the near the ear, and then on that lotus is sword. You can visualize different, sometimes you like this. So here holding what? Sometimes you can hold bowl, bowl with the 3 nectars, and then holding like this. So to practice dharma in the spiritual world, to practice dharma, what is the greatest obstacle? The greatest obstacle is sickness, the death and ignorance. So the the nectar, holding the bowl filled with nectar, indicates destroying the death. By giving the teaching, ignorance is dispelled. So you dispelled the two primary obstacles to your spiritual practice, that is death and ignorance. Right? Sometimes you can hold like this. So if you want to practice tantra, if you want to cultivate tantra, then you visualize holding the vajra and bell, right? If you are if you want to extend long life, if you want to prolong long life, then you visualize white color, like the same like white tara. How white tara, same gesture like white tara. If you want the wisdom, then you visualize the Guru holding the sword. If you want, for example, like good health, healing, then visualize medicine Buddha. The Guru visualizes medicine Buddha with all the blue colored body. So there are different many practice associated with this your root Guru. And then there are, high yoga tantra, it is, we don't go into all details, it's too much. I think now we have reached the time. I think then, I will continue, later, we still have, the few visualizations to do when we, say, Nama Guru Ve, Nama Buddhaya, Nama Dhammaya. Yeah, some of the visualizations left. So we will cover it later. So with this, I think I will end up here. I will wrap. If you have 1 or 2 questions, you're welcome to ask. Otherwise, I will do the dedication prayer. Okay, then we do dedication prayer. I think. Yawadi Yenyoda Lama Sanje Lugone, Waji Yamane Wati, Sada Show, Sancho Sancho Ramboji, Mayapan, Jiguji, Jawanya Bamabaya, Panapondo Pevasho, Yanda Dawa Ramboji, Mayapan, Jiguji, Jawanya Bamabaya, Panapondo Pevasho. When you the Bataji, as a give with the logic, and the Gizum, but the Gigi do it to image what they were doing. The Banya the good that Jedi usually a contrary way she won't take that. Okay, yeah, then we just yeah. The next, Oh yeah, Tonga Tobata, Tambata, Nijabai, Dan, Simji Tamji, and then a Gunga Shi Yurji. Sasso Juma Shambo, Namashin, Dawaya, Simjata, Meba, Namani, Xia Show. Chisinama, Nevada, what is in the U, is it done in the U, do it to me, say what I show. Then is Zilla Matuji, Maju to ready to do it, Malutana, Meba, the Tagitation at Tamway, to get that and then Chingelo. Pendejong de Batashi, then the Kivotam Jukunga solution, the Kichun, Sangetam, but of the Giguji. Do it to image of the Watam Jung and the Tembanya to put the Jedi Urin, the Georgie. Harira, wishing on the Pendadeva, Malajung, the Chiris, or Tenzi, shall be seated about the image. Major Lodi, somebody gave it a Pelaging, that the Chugaja, Kawanga, Nobeman, Tired to chicken was so hard. We made the Jersey to make a woman of your country, so get them up. No sound, we shall not so. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Dedication prayer, yes, I already done. Yeah, we already done. Thank you. Oh, yeah, then I look like they also need to do it. Java kundu she be rando changwa tse bang me tse yi ngu rup zu yang da
vô lượng
thất ba cho cái she
tên hồn hoa
xia
sen
be
của
do ji ngu wo tem par
các đấng chiến thắng, xin Phật ban sức sống nhiệm màu để bàn chân hoa sen của thầy người thuyết giảng đúng đắn con đường giải thoát vô thượng trụ thế bền vững như kim cang. Thầy là vị thiện trí thức vững vàng tuyên thuyết nền tảng của tri kiến đúng đắn không cực đoan, hành xử từ bầu trời trân quý vô thượng Bồ Đề Tâm đã cấp để thu có nguyện cầu thầy luôn được khen ninh như núi Tu Di tuyệt đỉnh. Thầy là vườn sen trên truyền thống vô cấu về giáo huấn của các đấng chiến thắng để ban dưỡng chất cho tất cả chúng sanh luân lạc trong ba cõi. Thầy là thiên bảo châu trên bầu trời vị thiện trí thức được nhiều anh tiên mến. Con nguyện cầu các Phật sự của thầy luôn tỏa rạng như muôn vàng tia sáng. Nhờ năng lực gia trì tuyệt diệu của các đấng chiến thắng và những pháp vương tử, nhờ chân lý không sai lầm, viên cục năng lực hết sức cầu cho những lời thỉnh nguyện của con được nhanh chóng viên thành.
明明这位对境界的是呀，press to 那么重要吧？明明这位对境界的是提没给没我就没有，看见给没做给重要吧？老上长辈想老说啊的。Okay, thank you. Yeah, everyone, thank you.
Thank you, Gessie, so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Everyone,
Yes.
welcome.
The lesson today is so useful for us. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for that.
You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, thank you everyone. Goodbye.
Cảm ơn mọi người hôm nay đã nghe Pháp. Hẹn gặp lại vào tuần tới ạ.
Okay, finish, right?
May I have a question, please?
Maybe next time.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.